you got camps saying you could buy prostitutes and it's good in your house shop. Okay. Y'all keep being fooled by these people out here. Mark 9.
Yeah, this guy, the word prostitute really bothers him. You know, he acts as if, you know, the women of today, that they're paragons of virtue. All right. Look, we live in something called a hookup culture. Okay. And that's the truth for many of these women out there. Okay. A lot of these women out there are engaged in something called a hookup culture. All right. And the way he speaks about the word prostitute, which he doesn't even understand the meaning of the word. All right. He acts as if there are lots of women out there that are, like I said earlier, paragons of virtue. Okay, that they're so virtuous. And that's simply not the truth. We live in a hookup culture. So the average woman out there has the mentality of a hookup culture. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is I did a previous video before and we went into the word prostitute, the definition of the word, the etymology of the word. And just by the etymology of the word, if you have a woman with, a social media account, by the definition of the word, the exact definition of the word, she is a prostitute. The word means to stand before, place before. She's putting herself out there. She's advertising herself. She's exposing herself publicly. That's the very definition of the word, from the Latin prostitutus, which means to place before or expose publicly. Okay? So, like I said, we live in a hookup culture, and there's one song, okay, among many. There's one song that came out in 1983 that is a perfect example of the hookup culture that we now have. Fast forward to 2024. And I remember the song. I remember when it came out. Came out in 1983. And I'm not going to, in respect to the Sabbath, it's one of those danceable type songs. All right. In respect to the Sabbath, I'm not going to play the song, but I am going to read the lyrics of that song. Okay. And the name of the song is called, it is right here. So Many Men, So Little Time. Okay, it's a song by Michael Brown. If you type in So Many Men, So Little Time, Michael Brown, you'll see the video. There's a video that came with the song. And there was also a performance. I remember she had performed that song on Solid Gold. It was a variety show called Solid Gold. All right, a weekly variety show. That song was performed on there. All right, and when you read the lyrics of this song, right, that's exactly what's going on today. All right, we live in a hookup culture. But before I do that, I looked up the definition of, because, Bishop Nathaniel he's being disingenuous. And his disdain for the word prostitute is based upon ignorance. Okay, he acts as if we're still living in the 1950s, where women saved their virginity. Or that's what he's trying to. That's the spirit he's trying to convey with this prostitute nonsense. All these women, look, you got nothing but prostitutes in your IUIC, all right? The IUIC women are not paragons of virtue. Far from it. That's why every now and then you'll do a video on the adultery that you're experiencing in that group. At least we don't do videos on that. We at Great Millstone GMS, because we don't parade our women like you clowns do at the IUIC. We don't parade our women. We don't expose them publicly, which is what the very word prostitute means. All right, prostitutus in the Latin, prostitutus, exposed publicly. At least learn the etymology of your word before you use it, my man. And like I said in my previous video, if you live in a glass house, you don't throw stones. That's something you don't do. Okay? So, again, as you see, I typed in what is a hookup culture, because this is the culture that we have now, especially, and that's been fueled greatly. Now, the lyrics of the song I'm about to read to you was sung back in 1983, long before social media or internet was ever around, okay? I mean, I'm sure the internet was around back then, but long before it was given to the public. Let me say it that way, the internet, social media and all that. All right? So how much more now with the advent of social media? You forget about it. Hookup culture is all over the place, okay? So let's read the definition of hookup culture. Refers to a social environment. This is what we're in now. That's why Yahweh Shai called this what? An adulterous generation. Why do you think he said that? An adulterous generation. And that's another thing too. You got Israelites that don't even or can't even correctly define the word adultery. Okay? According to the Bible, that is. But anyway, that's another video for another time. Refers to a social environment where casual sexual encounters, often without the expectation of emotional damage, emotional content, inside jokes, expectation of emotional intimacy or a committed relationship. Right? Forget about it. They don't. That's another thing too. With Nathaniel, he refuses to accept that. Women nowadays don't want no relationship, man. They just want to fuck. They just want to get loose and then go to the next guy. You're going to see that in the song that I got prepared for you in this video, which I'm not going to play the song in respect to the Sabbath, but I am going to read the lyrics, okay? It says, are widely accepted, committed relationship are widely accepted and encouraged, typically associated with young adults and college campuses. Oh yeah, beware of any woman that's gone to college. You want to talk about a body count. Forget about it. Okay. She spent 4 years in college. Oh yeah. Well, the movie Animal House show you what colleges are really all about. Used to be a time where colleges was created to teach the scriptures. The word college is in the Bible. Okay. But anyway, that's another video for another time. Associated with young adults in college campuses where people might engage in hookups like one-night stands without necessarily pursuing a romantic connection. See, the average women don't care about that, man. They don't give a damn about that. They don't care about inside joke. They don't care about that. They don't give a damn about it. Anyway, it essentially, maybe someday I'll tell you about the joke. It essentially means having sex without being in a committed relationship with someone first. So that's the culture we're in, a hookup culture. That's a beautiful definition of the term hookup culture. Now, let's go to the song now. All right, which, like I said, in respect to the Sabbath, I'm not going to play the song, but if you go to YouTube after in your area when the sun goes down, right? If you go to YouTube and you type in "so many men, so little time," the song will come right up. It was a song came out in 1983. I remember when I first heard the song. I was living in St. Lucia at that time. My father had yanked me out of high school because I was doing lousy in high school. I was only going to high school to meet chicks anyway. And my father, he said, look, you ain't doing good in high school anyway, man. So we're going to take you down to St. Lucia. This was his exact words. Show you how the other half live. All right. And what he meant by that was working on the farm, carrying bananas and all that stuff. Yeah, I did that. Okay. When I went down with my father. So while I was down there was a station. Now, the station wasn't a St. Lucian station. It was a station probably from, I would guess, probably from one of the islands around the South America around there. Because the station, the people that broadcast from the station, they spoke Spanish. Okay, they spoke Spanish, so I couldn't understand Spanish. But damn it if they didn't play some damn good music, man. All right, especially the music that was coming out around that time, which a lot of the music they were playing was part of what they call the second British invasion. Okay, there are a lot of groups from Great Britain, Europe in particular, but mostly Great Britain that they were playing songs of, you know. And this was one of the songs they used to play. This song here. So I remembered it, and I remembered some of the lyrics, and I said, well, wait a minute. You know, it hit me today. Wait a minute. We live in a hookup culture. You know, these women are they're basically all SLUTSs. Where did the origin of that really go back to? Well, it's because of songs like this. Okay? And let's read the lyrics. You'll see by the time I'm done reading these lyrics, you'll be like, oh shit, this came out in 1983? Yes, it came out in 1983. All right? And there's the woman singing it, Michael Brown, right? Which I have to, she had a manly look to her. I'm hoping that's a woman. But anyway, that's another video for another time. Let's read the lyrics here. It says, it's morning, I open my eyes, and everything's still the same. All right, I got the song playing in my head. I turned to the guy who stayed last night and asked him, what's your name? So she turned to the guy who stayed last night, you know, blew her back out, right? And asked him, what's his name? Talk about a hookup culture, right? This seems to happen more and more. This seems to happen more and more. Just reading random men. All right? I love those men once and all. Each new one I meet makes my heart beat fast. When I see them so strong and tall. See? And that could be said for your average woman out there. That's the mentality they have. So many men, so little time. See? So many men. Damn, almost started singing it. So many men, so little time. How can I lose? So many men, so little time. How can I choose? See, this is the mentality that these women have today. Bishop Nathaniel, get with the times, man. Get with the times. You acting as if, the way he teaches, as if, oh my God, this guy dealt with they're all prostitutes, man. All these women are prostitutes, bro. Keep it real, man. Your fake pious persona, okay? They're all prostitutes, bro. All right? And this was back in 1983. How much more now? And then when you throw social media in the mix, anyway, it makes it more easier for these women to embrace this mentality. Social media has made it a lot more easier for these women to embrace this mentality right here. The mentality that I'm reading to you from this song. So many men, so little time. Come on, man. It says, let's read the next set of lyrics here. They tell me I'm up to no good. No shit. I should just settle down. But I don't want to stay with just one man. Come on. I want to sell for what's around. Feels like heaven every night. Being here with someone new. Ooh, did you hear that? Feels like heaven every night. Being here when someone new. A physical thrill, a beautiful smile, ain't wonderful, and wonderful muscles too. Let me read that again because I'm butchering it. Being here with someone new, a physical thrill, a beautiful smile, and wonderful muscles too. That's the mentality of these women, man. And this is back in 1983 when the song was made popular. So many men, so little time, how can I lose? So many men, so little time, how can I choose? So really, who cares about love? Who wants to feel taken away? Well, wait a minute. Isn't that what, when we read the definition of hookup culture, it said a social environment where casual sex encounters, often without the expectation of emotional intimacy or a committed relationship. Relationships are dead, man. Any guy looking for a relationship in this day and age, you should have your head examined, okay? And social media does not help. Any woman that has access to social media, you can forget about having a relationship with her. It's madness, okay? Often without the expectation of emotional intimacy or a committed relationship are widely accepted and encouraged. See? This is the culture we live in now. And this was back in 1983. So really, who cares about love? Wait a minute. Wasn't it Tina Turner who did the song "What's Love Got to Do with It"? A secondhand emotion, right? And that song came out what, 84? Excuse me, 84, 85, somewhere around there. It says, so really, who cares about love? Who wants to feel taken away? For 52 weeks of every year, there's a new man every day. God damn. God, can you imagine? And then this is the kind of woman, when you ask her body count, she'll be ashamed. Say, hey, let me ask you, what's your body count? Why are you asking me that? Once a woman answers that way, you already know her body count is in the triple digits. All right? There's a new man every day. And these women, they know. There's a woman on YouTube, her channel is Olivia, Olivia, something like that. And she did a video on, I just watched it this morning, why women lie about their body count. Okay, because they know deep down inside that's shameful. They know that. All right, but they can't. Hey, so many men, so little time. They can't help themselves, man. Okay, the spirit of whoredom has consumed these women. Okay, and that's why a lot of them are going to be destroyed, man. You know, it is what it is. There's a new man every day. It's hard. It's too hard a choice to make up my mind. So many men can turn on my light. Don't want true love, don't want friends, just give me the bodies tonight. yeah, I remember how she sing that in the song. Her voice went astronomically high on that one. Just give me the bodies tonight. So many men, so little time, how can I lose? So many men, so little time, how can I choose? All right? Then it repeats again. So there you go. Now, by the way, the songwriters Ian Levine, that's the so-called Jew, Ian Levine, sound like a small hatter, and Fiachara Trench. All right, so they wrote the song, and Mikael, not Miguel, Mikael Brown immortalized the song, popularized the song. Okay, but it's a song about hookup culture, and this was made back in, as you clearly see here. It should give you the year. Let's hit Genius. There she is right there. She, kind of manly looking chick. What's the year for that? Hold up. What's the year? I know it's 1983. And then in the song, they're counting down the men. I forgot about that. Yep. 5, 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Hey, so, you know, in the song, these women are glorifying their body counts. Or this woman's glorifying her body count. You know, it's a song singing. I'm not necessarily saying she was doing that, but come on. See? All right. She's singing and glorifying body counts, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But if you ask the average woman, what's your body count? They get upset. So what's up with that? Bear with me for a minute. Goddamn pop-ups, man. Yeah, the year for that was 1983. What year was? Hold on. What year was? So many. So little time. Released. Let's see. 1983. There you go. 1983. All right. So pretty much that's the video. Okay. Again, you know, it's a response to Bishop Nathaniel with this prostitute thing. All these women are prostitutes, man. We live in a, what's the point of this video? We live in a hookup culture. Even in your Israelite thing of ours. You got hookup, you got that going down at the IUIC. Hookup, since you like exposing your women so much, your so-called daughters of Sarah, they're engaged in the hookup culture too. They're nothing but a bunch of prostitutes based upon the word to stand before, exposed publicly. So stop it with the pious bullshit, Nathaniel. Okay? They're all prostitutes. So on that note, they all have the mentality of so many men, so little time. All right? So on that note, see you in the next one.